This is the final group stage game here at Florida Cricket Oval, a clash between the Kiyindi Blasters and the Sen Warriors. But let's first see what happened during the toss. Final group stage game here at Florida Cricket Oval. It's a clash between the Kiyindi Blasters and the Ssenyi Warriors. I have the two captains here with me. Roy Kinomtraki, the captain for Kiyindi Blasters. I have Jackson Asiku, the captain for Ssenyi Warriors, and the match umpire Trevor Chanja. We are here for the toss. Heads is the call. And tails is on top. Roy, you've won the toss. What will you be doing first and why?
Yeah, we shall bowl first.
Why are you choosing to bowl first?
Basically, because we are trying on to the chasing of the runs, trying to make them score below 100, coming into chasing the score real quick.
Anything you're hoping to do better going into this game because you can decide who plays in the semi-finals?
Yeah, we're hoping to do more of the fielding side, not dropping catches, coming in with good lines on the three-quarter length of the bowling side of it, hoping to have a good game today. And
go well and all the best. Jackson, if you had gotten a chance of winning the toss, what are you going to do first and why?
Obviously, I wanted to bat first. That's the outside decision I wanted. So I'm happy for that decision. Obviously.
So which tot are you looking at?
I want to score like 150. That's my above score, and I'll be able to defend them properly.
Thank you so much and go well.
Okay, thank you.
That is the news coming from the center. The Kiyindi Blasters have won the toss and opted to bowl first. Bowl fast, hoping that they can bowl well and limit the Sen Warriors as much as they can, try and make sure that they can pick up the victory this morning here at Florida Cricket Oval. The two umpires are already in the middle. Hope Tandeka standing alongside the Trevor Chanja. Let's move it from the first ball of this exciting clash. The Sen Warriors have 6 points. They are locked in for the semi-finals. They will be hoping that they can just win to make sure that mathematically they don't get things to net run rate. Solomon Wamachigozi, they are already moving on with her trips to try and make sure that they go and start off things here. A bit of a late start, but no reduction in the overs. Some bit of rains in the morning here at Florida. But nonetheless, we are here for the exciting clash. Later on in the afternoon, we'll be having another semi-final clash happening here. So make sure that you keep it deep and the sports media. Turn on notifications and make them your first priority in case it comes to streaming events. The Kiyindi Blasters, a team that has a chance of winning and making it to the semi-final. If they can win quite well and also get ahead in terms of net run rate, they will stand a very big chance of making it to the finals of this tournament. We'll be having the first semi-final today in the afternoon, the second semi-final tomorrow in the morning, and the finals of this tournament will be happening tomorrow in the afternoon. So make sure that you keep it deep end for all the action of this tournament. Kingsley Children's Medical Center right in your frame are the sponsors of this tournament alongside Deep End Sports Media. Kingsley, a children's medical center, a specialized hospital that does with treating the infants. They do accept insurance cards. So in case you have some business make sure that you reach out to them. They are located in Mukono, just within the town of Mukono. And when they're in business, we're in business, because the tournament, the deep end tournament, will be coming your way. Quick look at that squad of the Kiyindi Blasters. Loikin Omtraki standing in as captain. Andrew Ajuguju, Arthur Muwaga, Ashraf Luja, Conrad Luwama, Mavi Isabili, Paul Emetru, Solomon Wamachigozi, Vigirio Odeke, and Yahaya Makomedi right there. The Blasters winning the toss this morning and saying they will have the ball first. We are just moments away from the first one. That is how the Sen Warriors are line up. Jackson Aseku, Austin Munjuni, Derek Okecho, Eddie Gamudola, Haddad Chiveru, Zaifa Adam, Isaac Abaiga, Julius Woji, Nasur Damadi, Abdul Wahid returning, and Ameri Ochaya making his debut. As we are just getting ready for this exciting clash here at Florida Cricket Oval. It's the Sabula T20 Cricket Challenge 2016. Big up on 2026. The two batters making their way to the crease. Edgar Mudola walking on alongside Amiri Ochaya. Amiri Ochaya is the younger brother to Jaffa Ochaya. Jaffa Ochaya was among the few players who started this tournament, but in the end, he did not continue because of other commitments. And now here comes his young brother. Mudola Edgar will be facing the first ball of this game. Ashraf Andrew Hajuguju will be opening the bowling. Ashraf Andrew Hajuguju will be bowling the first over of this game, and he will be bowling to Edgar Mdola. Modola Edgar opening the batting alongside Amiri Ochaya. Spin, cow corner and long on right at the boundary. A flighted one to start off the proceedings. Trying to buy a wicket early in the game, Ashraf Andrew. He's kept flighting it and just picking dot balls. 2 dot balls already. Edgar Mdola, he makes a shimmy down the track but thinks otherwise, and he returns back to his crease. He knew it was a trap which was being laid by Ashraf Andrew. There was an appeal of a catch, but clearly that ball coming from the pads. Edgar Mdola going to sweep. Four dot balls already for Ashraf Andrew in this over, the first one in this game. Fighting to find the gaps, but yet to find any. Final ball of the over. He goes down and hits, but just hits it straight to the fielder waiting backward of the square. And the first over of this game is a maiden. Ashraf Andrew making a very good start, a dream start for the Kiyindi Blasters, as the first over of this game. It's a maiden, no runs coming off it. Fine start. It's a dream start, a start that they really wished and hoped for. The Kiyindi Blasters, right at the toss, their captain saying that he will be hoping that he can limit them as much as he can. And now we will be seeing a spinner bowling the second over. Loy Kinvam Turake will be bowling to that his partner in Ashraf Andrew did, because he opened and he didn't go for end runs in the first over. Not a good start. Already wides. First ball going that borderline and he changes sides, now coming right arm over. Sam Wedith. And the Amiri Ochaya manages to put it into the gap. And it runs already on board for the Sen Warriors. Nearly played it back to the bowler. An effort from Roy Kidwam during that follow through could have seen him get hold onto that. He's going to press off with that delivery, but he manages to pick up a dot ball. Wedith, and that is cut powerfully. Fumbled by the field at point. And they ran through for a single. Not so good anticipation coming in from Waga Arthur. The ball clearly coming to him. He had to just keep a bit low down to the ground and make sure that he makes that fine stop. Not too much room, but Ochaya Amiri manages to put it out of the block hole. And now runs in this over. 4 runs have already been scored by the Ssenyi Warriors. 2 more balls to play in this over. The sun already coming out here at Florida. Extras. Plays it back to the fielder who gets hold onto the catch. A bit of a leading edge there, and Solomon Wamachigos gets hold onto the opportunity. Catch is taken, and the first wicket for the Sen Warriors goes. Eddie Gamdola, who was in full flow of scoring runs the previous game, didn't just manage to play it over the head of Solomon. If he had swung through the line, he could have had a chance of lofting it over his head. He shaped, but just dabs it back to the fielder. The idea from him was good. Shuffling across the stumps, making sure that he gets to the 4th stump to make full access, but he doesn't make full purchase of that shot. Held onto dearly by Chugozi Ruwama Solomon. And they do take that first wicket. Loiken Wamamtaraki making inroads and saying his side pick up the first wicket. It's a start they really wished and hoped for. A maiden over at start of things. A first wicket falling in the second over. Clearly, they have the Sen Warriors where they do want them. They don't bat too deep, the Sen Warriors. So if the Kiyindi Blasters could get a way of suffocating their top order, they will quickly pick up something out of this game. 1 more ball to play in this over. Bamturaki going pace off. And Eddie Gamdola not managing to hit it hard. If he had swung through his bat, maybe he could have lofted it over the head of that field that covers. Solomon Iwama, a bit tall in height, gets hold onto that chance. And the Blasters are already in the game, as they have picked up the first wicket in the second over. More work for the batting team to do. Projected score still at 55. They will need to make sure that they do the rebuilding job, so that they do get to a total that is defendable. For Roykin Wamturaki is winning the toss and opting to bowl first. The hope was that he limits them to a score less than 100 wides. extras have been the issue. But Derek Okecho is the new batter in. And that dot ball marks the end of the over. 5 runs in Roy Kiyindi's first over plus a wicket falling, and that's over. And after 2, 5 for 1 is the score. Andrew Ashraf Hajuguju, who bowled the first over and it was a maiden, now comes back to bowl his second over, hoping he can carry on the good works for the Kiyindi Blasters. The Kiyindi Blasters had a very bad tournament. They lost the first 6 games, including the opening game of the tournament, where they managed only 18 runs in 5 overs and ended up facing the first loss. That is put down straight to the fielder, and he doesn't get hold onto the opportunity. Ashraf creating an opportunity, but no one to take it. And Amiru Achaya gets a second life. Ball coming to his pads, he wanted to play a glance shot, but just managed did it to control the ball. He creates some room to cut, but he doesn't make it go past the fielders. Ashraf Andrew yet to concede runs. He started with a wicket maiden, returned, created a chance for a wicket. This time round, that's cut powerfully and fumbled by Mwaga Arthur at point, giving Amiri Ochaya the opportunity to take the run. Derek Okecho, who stood in as the captain for SEC yesterday, leading the runs scoring for the team. The new batter in, just gets that one off the pads and it's into the... No boundaries coming easy their way. So they are fasting there, running between the wickets as their tool of picking up victory. Pace off again, hesitation, but there was a chance at the bowler's end, though the chance was squandered. Inside out shot. There was a fielder but didn't get hold onto it. And Amiri Ochaya gets another life. Roy Kiyindi Mtulaki, the guilty party, not getting hold onto that opportunity. And that marks the end of the over. Two chances created in the over by Ashraf Andrew and both of them not taken. 5 runs in the second over and 10 for 1 is the score after 3 overs. Roy Kiyindi Mtulaki coming back to bowl. The second over in his name and the fourth in the game. But for those who are following the Cricket Cranes, the senior men's team of Uganda, which is currently in Namibia, today they will be playing the first 50 overs game. And the toss update coming in from Namibia is that the home team, the Richelieu Eagles of Namibia, have won the toss and opted to bat first. 50 overs on the cards. Roy Keane coming right arm round. Starts with a wide. Odeke Vigilio not getting hold onto the ball. And that wide goes all the way to the boundary. 5 more added to the total. The anticipation from the wicket keeper, just moving a few feet and getting close to the ball, but in the end not getting hold onto it. Those are all coming runs. The first boundary in this match coming off wides. And Roy Keane Wamtulaki changing bowling ends. Bowling sides, sorry, he will be coming in right arm over. He goes pace off and he manages to dot that one. Just the bottom edge of the bat coming in from Amiri Ochaya. Well, the umpire confirms it's a leg by. He went to drive but missed it. Odeka Vigilio not chipping in. Very good gloves. And the ball runs into the gap, giving them a chance for more runs. Vigilio Odeke again not getting hold onto that one. And it's more runs. Just manages to tickle it into the gap. Derek coming a bit early, replacing Eddie Gamudola. And now they are into the rebuilding phase of this match. The Sen Warriors. Touch and go. And they do sneak through for that run. They are backing their ability to run between the wickets because boundaries are not coming their way. They know whatever they post at the end of the innings will largely depend on how they run. That ball again keeping low and running beneath the feet of the wicket keeper, giving them a chance for 2 by runs. Last ball of this over out of the playing area, and there is a no ball call from the umpire and a chance for Derek Okechot swing. A free hit subsequently indicated. Roy Keane Wamtrak trying to execute a slower but missing it completely. And he will have to bowl that one again. The balls that have been skidding through from him have been the deadly balls. And now it's the free hit. Cut powerfully. There is a field at extra cover. Fine stop. And they will only take a single to mark at the end of the over. After 4 overs, 25 for 1 is the score. It's the Sabula T20 Challenge Cup happening here at Florida Cricket Oval. The Kiyindi Blasters squaring off against the Sen Warriors. Tournament sponsored by Kings, the Children's Medical Center and Deep End Sports Media. The Kiyindi Blasters won the toss and opted to bowl first, managed to bowl the first over as a maiden, picked up the first wicket in the second over, and they are now making sure that they keep doing the good work. Andrew Hajuguju Ashraf coming back to bowl his third over. Just plays it to the field at point. No room for him to cut Derek Okecho. He wanted to force the shot, but Ashraf Andrew, he's created 2 chances in his previous over. Both of them were put down, one at mid wicket, another one at long on. But this time round, he manages to pick up the wicket of Derek Okecho. Derek Okecho trying to cut, but he just manages a feather to the fielder waiting at point, and out he goes. Flighted. He didn't get close to the ball. He stepped away from the ball. If he had gotten closely, maybe he could have had all the power being put into that shot. In the end, he manages to just dab it to the fielder waiting at point, and the catch is taken. The Sen Warriors lose their second wicket, and it Twaha Baiga, a teammate Derek Okecho from Africa Cricket Club, is the new batter in. Another hand wicket keeper batter. Flighted, and he manages to just keep it down the ground. Tries to go for that back foot punch, but the Kiyindi Blasters are playing like a team that wants to win. The flighted balls coming in from Ashraf Andrew are looking so unplayable. Tries to put it into the gap. There is a run out chance, but it's not taken. Two fielders kept looking at each other when the ball was right under their nose, and the batter sneaking through for the run. Longo on, and Kaokona right at the boundary. Yoked into the crease, and it's a dot ball to mark at the end of the over. A wicket falling on the first ball of that over, and just one run from the over. End of the 5th over. (26-2) is the score after 5 overs. One more ball remaining in this power play, but the bowling figures there for Ashraf Ajugu. He's bowled 3 overs, conceding just 6 runs, and has picked up a wicket. Just one more over to complete the power play of this game, and it will be Paul Emetu to bowl that final over. Paul Emetu made his debut yesterday for Chennai Cricket Club as their team was making a league debut. He bowls some express pace, and now he comes in to replace Loikin Wamturaki from the Forest End. Good start. He just gets it angling away from the batter. Baiga going to cut, but he just can't get to the ball. And it's a dot ball there for Paul Emetu to start off his over. Isaac Baiga is on 1 of 5, and Amin Ocha is on 5 of 10. Brilliant executed there by Paul Emetu. He's gotten the balls angle away from Isaac Baiga. Baiga trying to cut but not getting anywhere close to the ball. Driven powerfully. It was full to his blade, and an on drive coming in from Isaac Baiga, but it finds a waiting fielder at long on. Ashraf Andrew Ajuguju cutting that one off to just a single, but the shot was on. If he had played it a little bit straighter, he could have gotten full patches because the field set up. Well guided and work to do by the fielder. Quick running, Amiri Ochaya, and they run through for the second run. Projected score still reading 103. Final ball of the over. Dot ball to mark at the end of the over. 6 overs gone, and the scoreboard reads 30 for a loss of 2 after 6. That was the first wicket that fell. Loikin Wamtraki went pace off, and Mudola Edgar couldn't play it past the field at covers. Ashraf Andrew Ajuguju also came in and picked up another wicket. The wide that raced the boundary. 30 for 2 in the first 6 overs of the game. Conrad Ruwama will be now the bowling change, replacing Ashraf Andrew. Another hand spinner coming into the attack. Conrad Ruwama, when he played for the under-19 team, he played as a wicket-keeper batter. But he's been working on his trade of spin. There was a sound, but the sound coming from the bat of Amiri Ochaya. Amiri Ochaya going down on one knee to play that slog sweep. He looked at the deep square leg area and he saw it vacant. Good variations there coming in from Conrad Ruwama. He balls one to the leg side and angles one away from Amiri Ochaya. Good start. 2 dot balls already in this over. Giving him any room. Going into the pads. Another dot ball for Con. Well guided. There was a fielder. There is a run out chance. But the throw coming in from the fielder, not so powerful. Isabia Marvin. And they do sneak through for the run. A bit risky. Creating some room to cut that, to pull that one away, but doesn't get it off the borderline. Out of the tram lines, and Conrad Ruwama will have to bowl that one again. Dot ball for Conrad Ruwama. His first over goes for just 2 runs, and at the end of the 7th, 32 for 2 is the score. The current run rate is 4.57 by Iga Isaac on 4 of 11 and Amiri Ochaya on 7 of 15. Ruwama Conrad's first over has gone for just 2 runs. And Paul Emetu comes back for his second over. Emetu's first over has gone for just 4 runs and he comes in to bowl. Some power coming in from Amiri Ochaya, but straight to the fielder. Fumbled. And the chance for 2 runs, yes, they do run through very quickly and come back for the second run. Not good glove work coming in. And that ball will race backward of the square. Slow outfield will help them to survive from conceding the boundary. And Yahya Makomeri with a clean-up job. It's a wide. 2 more runs, but Vigirio Odeke not making a very good shift with the gloves. Off the pads by Isaac Abaiga. And they do take the run. Projected score now moving to 106. There was an appeal. But the umpire not interested. He goes into the gap, fumbled by the fielder, and they run for the second. Not so good fielding efforts have been shown by the Kiyindi Blasters. They have been conceding so many runs in the infield, and it will be something that may turn out to haunt them later on in the day. Gets that one into the gap and should be a boundary. Isaac Abaiga playing a nothing shot, just getting it off the pads, and he manages to put it into the gap. Well, that is Amir Ochaya with a shot. He's so good with getting balls off his hip, and he manages to put it into the gap. Brings us to the end of the 8th over, scoreboard reading 45 for a loss of 2. Bamturaki Roykin coming back to bowl another over, the third one in his name. Roykin Bamturaki is coming to bowl now, means he will be changing ends. His first 2 overs were from the forest end, but the only issue is that he has been starting with wides. Not giving him any room to walk around with, bowling Yorker lengths. Roykin Bamturaki, his coming back now is that he wants to break the partnership. Inside out shot, but there is a fielder. Isabella Marvin takes the catch. Isaac Abaiga trying to cut that one away, and the reason that has brought Roykin Bamturaki has paid off. He came in to pick up a wicket, and now he's made sure that he gets a wicket for his side. There was some width to cut, but he got creating room, but not managing to hit it over the fielder at point. It was really in the surface, but a bit sliced up in trying to attempt that shot. He didn't open up his bat so well. In the end, it's a catch taken, and more havoc being created onto the batting lineup for the Sen Warriors as they lose their 3rd wicket. If he had maybe stepped forward and tried to open up his blade, he could have had a chance of getting it over the fielder. Isabella Marvin holds onto the opportunity, and the 46 for 3 after 8.2 overs. Dejected by Iga because he knows he's left work for his side to do. Jackson Asiku, the captain for this morning, now makes his way to the crease for the Ssenyi Warriors. There is not too much batting behind Jackson Asiku, but we'll be happy that the addition they have made on the team, Ochaya Amiri, has managed to stitch some runs together, 15 of 20 so far. And now Asiku Jackson is the new batter in. Bowled right away. The ball rolling through and just uprooting the middle stump. Furniture time. Jackson Asiku going for power without timing. He goes across the line on a straight delivery, and Roykin Bamturaki laughs last. Jackson gums. Jackson departs for a golden duck. No troubles for the scorer anyway, but look at that delivery there. The delivery there, 4th wicket. It's the captain who departs, and 46 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. The Kiyindi Blasters know that this is the wicket they really need. What a moment. Jackson Aseku, not a rabbit with a bat, but he's been dealt with quite early. I mean, which are still hanging on the other side. The Blasters just making sure that they do the good work, and that's the wicket taking delivery there coming in from Roy Kinwa Mturaki. Nowhere in the frame, just a thin inside edge, and the ball rolls on to the middle stump as the Ssenyi Warriors lose another wicket. Austin Mujuni is the new batter in. Another player who made a debut yesterday for the Chennai Cricket Club. Nearly a leading edge, but he manages to get it out of the block hole. What a find over there coming in from Roy Kinwa Mturaki. He started with a wide dot, wicket, wicket, dot. 2 more to play in this over. Just an inside edge to square leg, and they are pushing quickly, interested in picking up the second run. There is a run out chance, but the wicket keeper not wiping off the bails, and Austin Mujuni manages to sneak through for the second run. That double brings us to the end of the over. Nine overs gone, and 48 for 4 is the score. Roy Kinwa Mturaki has always been the man, the troublesome bowler. He's bowled 3 overs, picking up 3 wickets. And conceding just 19 runs, but those are his wicket-taking balls. The last one to go was that man in that's the wicket for Ashraf Andrew Ajuguju. And now Ashraf Andrew Ajuguju will be coming back to bowl his final over. He has so far bowled 3 overs, conceding just 6 runs and picking up a wicket. And now he will be hoping to finish off well. He changes bowling ends, and now he will be coming in from the forest end. His first overs were from the road end. Full one, inside out shot, and it is hit down to long off. The catch is taken. Ochaya Amiri departs 15 off 21. What an effort there coming in from Roy Kindu Amturaki. He put him down earlier on in the innings, but now he's managed to redeem himself as he gets hold onto that opportunity. Flighted and the fall. Amiri going down on one knee, but not too superb timing, and the catch is taken. Held onto it dearly, and they lose their third wicket. The Ssenyi Warriors. The alignment, the shot, everything was on, but not managing to hit it quite enough. And that gives a chance at long off, which is taken. Amiri, who has been anchoring the innings from one end, will have to depart. Ochaya Amiri, who will manage to put up some fight for the Sen Warriors, scoring 15 off 21, finally falls. Chimeru Haddad is the new batter in, working on to replace Amiri Ochaya. Still work to do for the Sen Warriors, for them to get to a total that they can come out and defend. Ryan is not coming easy their way. He goes down to sweep and he misses. There was an appeal of LBW, but not upheld by the umpire. And it's a dot ball. But the intent from Adadi Chiveru, he shows that he has come to hit the ball. He goes on the back foot and plays it to the cover area, into the gap. Fumbled away, they run through for the second one, and the overthrow gives them a chance of the third run, bringing up 50 runs as the team total. The Sen Warriors psychologically going past that 50 runs. They now have 51 after 9.3 overs. Sloppy fielding, there is a run out chance at the bowler's end. Pushed quickly for the second run. Austin Mujuni. Haddad Chiberu turning down the run. A comedy of errors as they do lose there another wicket. The ball being hit right to the fielder, but because they have been capitalizing and going for those quick runs, they do think there was an opportunity in the end. Into trouble they go. And it's another wicket. They do lose the 50th wickets, the 60th wicket, the Sen Warriors, and 51 for 6 is the score after 9.4. $52 for 6 after 9.4 overs. And Uzaifa Adams is the new batter in, making his way to the crease to replace Austin Mujuni. Comical scenes, a run out, and they lose another wicket. Two more balls for Ashraf Haji to complete his spell. Bit full, but Chiberu not driving it with some power. Just an edge as he goes for that whip off the pads, and that single marks the end of the over. and a spell for Andrew Hajuguju. 11 from his 4 overs and he's picked up 2 wickets. He also has a dismissal, a run-out dismissal. And at the end of the 10th over, exactly at the halfway mark, 53 for 6 is the score. That was the last flick coming in from... Oh, sorry, it was the run out. Austin Mujuni trying to put some pressure, and in the end he ran himself into traffic. Loikin Wamturaki coming to bowl his last over. The 2 bowlers that opened the bowling for the Kiyindi Blasters coming into bowl now because they know they have a chance of suffocating the batting lineup for the Ssenyi Warriors. There was some width for Haddad to cut, but Haddad showing that he will go across the line. He goes for a bouncer, but the wicketkeeper not helping his team to stop that one. But great execution coming in from Roy Keane, but the umpire calls that one wide. And more runs for the Ssenyi Warriors. The umpire signaling that that was the only bouncer allowed in that over. That was right to the pads, and the umpire raises up the finger. It would have rolled on and hit the stumps. Roy Keane Wamturaki picking up his 4th wicket. What a bowler he has been. The captain bowling that one full, and it rolled on to the pads. Chiweru Haddad not getting it out of the block hole, and he is a trapped LBW. The Warriors of Ssenyi lose the 7th wicket. Julius Woji is the new batter in. And that has been the only issue for Bamturaki. Bowling wides down the leg. Fine spell, he's bowled, he's gone for 23 runs, but he's made sure that he picks up 4 wickets. A full one. But Wamturaki managing to get it out of the block hole, and he gets off the marker with that single. Uzaifa Adams, who is yet to face in this game, will now face 58 for 7 after 10.3 overs. 3 more wickets to wrap up the innings by the Kiyindi Blasters, a team that started at the wrong end of results, losing the opening 6 games. Made sure that they topple the table leaders, and they are now making sure that they squeeze through for another victory. Off the pads by Adam Uzaifa. Tries to go for a direct hit, but the backup helping him not to give away what could have been easy runs. One more ball for Kiyindi Wamturaki to wrap up his spell. He has bowled 3.5 overs, conceded 25 runs, and picked up 4 wickets. He is already with a 4-4 on his name. To the pads. The upper says that was going down the leg. They do take the run. And that ends the over. 11 gone, 50, 60 for 7 is the score. That is the bowling card. 6 wickets being shared among Roy King and Hajuguju. Roy King picking up 4, Hajuguju picking up 2, 1 wicket being a run out. The batting card shows that Derek Okecho's 20 of 15, and those were the partnerships of this game so far. The second and third wicket partnerships being the difference. And Conrad Lubwama will be coming into ball. Wide down the leg, and the wicketkeeper Solomon Luama not getting hold. He was nowhere close to stopping that one, and they did take the runs. Conrad Ruama just in his second over. Turn and bounce, and it's a dot ball. Full and outside off, but the umpire says that was away from the tram lines and she calls it wide. Conrad Ruama trying to force Adam Uzaifa to play on the offside, trying to create an opportunity for him, but the area at extra cover is so vacant, so anything that goes past the fielders in the inner circle could give them a chance of scoring runs. Another dot ball. Balls that one straight, and he goes pace off. Uzaifa Adam is on 1 of 5 and Julius Woj is on 2 of 3. One more ball to play in this over. He bowls a quickie down the leg, and it will be wides. Not a very good idea there for Conrad Ruama, pushing it hard and down the leg. He does not have a lot of protection down the leg, so he needs to make sure that he bowls it straight or outside off. Deep square leg, cow corner, long on, long off, all at the boundary. End of the over. After 12, 67 for 7 is the score. Bowling change. Ashraf Luja will be the new bowler. Starts with a dot ball. There was an appeal of LBW, Boji trying to access the onside, but the umpire says that impact was outside of leg stump. Maybe it would have missed. A very loose ball hit down the ground. The umpire calls it no ball, and Julius Woj manages to capitalize and scores the boundary. Free hit. Long on and long off being dropped down. Wide coming in from Ashraf Luja, and it's more runs, and the free hit will stand. Full toss, hit up in the air, hit straight, but good work there by the fielder, cutting it off from running away to the boundary. They do take the 2 runs. Trying to go hard on the onside, but it's a dotty ball. Full and lows. Boj going for that power hit. There was a fielder. It came traveling. Some power in his fingers, but on the second chance, he gets hold onto the chance. What a brilliant catching effort there coming in from the young man to see off Julius Bwoji and to give Ashraf Luja his first wicket. It was a loose ball, a hit me ball. Toffol trying to work it on the onside, Bwoji, and it found a waiting fielder at mid wicket who got hold onto it. Look at the ball, it was too loose. The idea was okay, but that celebration shows you what the wicket means to the team. They do lose their 8th wicket, and 75 for 8 is what the scoreboard reads after 12.5 overs. Every time the Sen Warriors have tried to put innings together, the Ssenyi, the Kiyindi Blasters have gotten a way of breaking partnerships. More havoc onto that batting lineup. The man going back to the heart, Bwoji Julius. Projected score is 117, but it will do take a lot of batting for the remaining 3 batters to help their team get to that total. The current run rate is 5.84. One more ball for Ashraf Luja to wrap up his first over. Wahid Ahmed is the new batter in. Yesterday he made his debut for Centurions A Cricket Club, and now he returns here to do some batting for the Sen Warriors. Nearly leading edge, there was a run-out chance on the bowler's end, but the opportunity not taken, and that marks the end of the over. 13 overs gone, and 75 for 8 is the score. Luwama Conrad coming back to bowl his third over. Should go all the way. Yes, it's a maximum. Flighted by Conrad Luwama, and it goes all the way to the boundary. Just went one knee and slogs that one away between 2 fielders. There was cow corner. I beg your pardon, was deep mid wicket and deep square leg, but none of them managing to stop that one. And Adam Uzaifa scores a maximum for the Sen Warriors. Conrad were trying to tease the umpire into giving him a free wicket. Goes down to Paul, and Paul is it fine. They take 2 runs. Plays it up in the air. There is a fielder. He gets the catch. And Hadamu Zaifa perishes. The pace of delivery there from Conrad Luwama, paying rewards as he manages to pick up a wicket. He kept feeding his bat, but he went pace off and bowled it too full. He swung through the line, but didn't manage to take it over the fielder standing at long off. Emetu Paul takes the catch, and the Sen Warriors suffocate further as they lose the 9th wicket. There was some acceleration in that over, a 6 and a double from Adam Huzaifa. But in the end, Conrad were managing to pick up another wicket for her team in this over to make sure that he keeps the opposition in check. It's the first wicket for Conrad Luwama. Damadi Nasur is the new batter in. Two more balls for Conrad Luwama to end his over, and he has an opportunity of wrapping up the innings for the Kiyindi Blasters. He bowls a quick one that angles away from the batter. One more ball to play this over. Dot ball to end the over. 14 overs gone, and 83 for a loss of 9 is the score. What a swinging delivery there from Vigirio Odeke. He started as the wicket keeper in this game, but he gets one ball swinging away from the batter. Vigirio Odeke trying to bowl that sharp swinging, out swinging delivery. Abdul Wahid and Nasul Damadi, two new men who are yet to score runs. wides. He goes to the borderline. Wahi trying to get it off the hip, and the appeal for LBW goes in vain. But that's a much better ball coming in from Vigirio Odeke. Into the surface, and another lot ball for Vigirio. The Kiyindi Blasters won the toss and opted to bowl first against the Sen Warriors. And now they are making sure that they make a very good shift in innings to make sure that they wrap up things very nicely and pick up victory. One more ball for Vigirio or they get wrap up the over. The ball is swinging so much outside off stump. One more ball to complete the over. Down the ground, and they take the run. That single marks the end of the over. 87 for 9 is the score after 15 overs. Five more overs to complete the first innings of this game. And Emetu Paul will be coming to bowl from the Forest end. Eight for 9. bowling from Paul Emetu, bowling it right into the block hole. He's resorted to bowling pace off, forcing the batters to play on the off. Another single taken by the Ssenyi Warriors as they keep milking these runs. Shuffling Ali and Asul Damadi. And Paul Ebetu missing his line. Deep square leg at the boundary. Cow corner and long on all the boundary, all the fielders standing outside of the 30 on the onside. Driven down the ground and they take the run. Full and Nasul Damadi swinging through the line. Two more Lego deliveries to Paul in this over. Excuse me. The projected score is now 116. One more ball to complete the over. Dot ball, and that brings us to the end of the 16th over. Scoreboard reads 91 for 9. Conrad Ruama coming to bowl his last over. The last wicket trying to bring some bit of frustration. Shuffling across the stumps, the Suldamadi to access that vacant area behind the square and manages to send it down to wide of fine leg, and they just run through and pick up just 2. But fine placement there coming in from Nasul Damadi. Korarama bowling it to the body line, and Nasul shuffling early as he manages to squeeze it behind the square towards the gap. Quick one coming in from Conrad Wama. It beats everyone. And the batters take the bio run. Another quickie and another dot ball for Conrad. Bounce being extracted off the surface. 2 more balls in the over. Nearly played it to a fielder backward of point, but his manages roll into the gap. 1 more ball remaining to complete this over. Placement and runs. And as we come to the end of the over, 17 overs have been bowled and the score is 96 for a loss of 9. The last wicket partnership still sticking in for the Kiyindi Blasters. A big opponent for the Sen Warriors, as the Kiyindi Blasters can't find the wicket. Loikin Wamturaki, the captain for the Kiyindi Blasters, throwing the ball around to look for a bowler who could give him that remaining wicket. He doesn't want the innings to keep dragging on, because at the toss he said he would not want the Sen Warriors to cross the 100 runs mark. Another spinner into the bowling attack for the Kiyindi Blasters. Makomeri Yahaya, but again he will be bowling some medium pace. Ball guided to the vacant area and they take the run. They have kept milking the runs and they are now 3 runs shy of getting to those 3 psychological figures, the 100 runs mark. Much better from Yahaya Makomeri, and it's a dot ball. There shouts of catch, but it lands safe. Paul Emmett running in from long off, but the ball falling safe between 3 fielders. There were shouts of catch it, and clearly Paul Emmett, who was running from long off, was in a better position to take the catch because he was seeing the ball. Emmetu and the field at covers in Isabel Marvin had to run backwards to take the catch, but in the end the opportunity of wrapping up the innings is squandered. Just gets it out of the block hole. And it's another run. One more ball to complete this over. The 18th. 99 now on board. Dot ball 2 in the over. And after 18, 99 for 9 is the score. Ashraf Luja came and bowled one over, picked up a wicket but considered 8. And he was taken out of the attack. But since it's a time of throwing the ball around to check which bowler can get for them a wicket, the Kiyindi Blasters, it's now Ashraf Luja who will be coming in to bowl. Abdul Wahid is on 4 off 17 and Nasuru Damad is on 7 off 11. All the two fielders outside the 30. That is hit. There is a waiting fielder. Paul Emetu running off the boundary very quickly, mistimes it, and it goes all the way to the boundary. 100 runs coming up on the previous single, and now 104 is what they have. A last wicket partnership between Wahid, Ahmed Abdul and Nasuru Damadi as they continue getting more runs. It was a shot of power and anger coming in from Wahid. Short ball, well guided back out of the square. And more runs for the Sen Warriors. With the psychological figures coming up, these two games are poised for an interesting clash when we come for the second innings. Creates room and plays it back out of the square past the fielder, giving it a chase. They took on the arm of the fielder and successfully pick up 2 runs. Ashraf Luja took guilt of bowling so much on the leg side. Yet the batters are looking so well poised of hitting the on. He has to make amendments. But first he changes and is coming round the wickets. Maybe the change of bowling sides will bring some fortune. Projected score is 117. More 15 deliveries to play in this match. There was another chance of a run out, but the fielder in Athamwaga taking his sweet time before retrieving the ball, and the batters sneaking through for another one. When you look at that throw, he was miles away. The umpire just missed the call. 2 more in this over. A thick edge from the blade of the batter in Ahmed Wahab that is held on to dearly by the wicketkeeper Solomon Dubamachugozi, marking up his second catch in the game. And the first wicket for, the second wicket for Ashraf Luja will wrap up the innings. Not too much width coming in from that ball. Abdul Wahid Ahmed going across the line, stepping away from the line of the ball. He just manages an edge, and the wicket keeper on the second chance gets hold onto it. The Blasters of Kiyindi will need 110 runs from 120 balls to pick up victory this afternoon here at Florida Cricket Oval. The batting card there, Amir Ocha, 15 of 21, was the leading run scorer, but 42 extras have been given away by the Kiyindi Blasters. Those are so many extras. As the Sen Warriors managed to post 109 all out. 4 wickets for Loikin Wamtulaki, 2 wickets apiece for Ashraf Andrew Ajuguju and Ashraf Luja, whereas Conrad were picked up only a single wicket. But the 42 extras will be something for them to regret, because they come into this game with a chance of playing in the semi-finals. If they had bowled well and limited the opposition from scoring many runs, come out and chase it, maybe they could have had the chance of winning the game. But that's the equation as we come to the end of the first innings. 110 from 120. We'll take a short break and we'll come back for the live commentary of the second innings.
No action done.
Some of the highlights that we've seen during the first innings of this action, but the Kiyindi Blasters will need 110 runs in 20 overs to pick up victory. They do have a chance of making it to the semi-finals in case they go past the Sen Warriors in terms of net run rate, but it will be a tall order for them because they conceded many, so they'll need to chase in quick time to get a chance of reaching that great milestone of making it to the semi-finals of this tournament. We'll be having a semi-final happening here between the Katose Strikers and one of the teams. Well, currently the favorites are the Sen Warriors because they have more points than the Kiyindi Blasters. They have 6 and the Kiyindi has 4. Meaning for Kiyindi to win and make it to the playoffs, they'll need to win and win well. But that's the equation for the Kiyindi Blasters. 110 from 120 for victory. Well, my name is Evan Cyprian Sajab here in the comms, and I'll be telling you the beautiful stories of this game as we see what happens. Two men making their way to the middle. Conrad Lubwama and Loikin Wamturaki, the captain for the team, to try and make sure that they open the batting for the team. The Kiyindi Blasters, they have a chance of blastering into the final if they win and win well. Adam Uzaifa, the man who bowls some raw pace, will be opening the bowling for the Sen Warriors from the forest end. For Conrad Wama, there is a fielder at long on, standing outside, and another one at third man for the edges. Uzaifa Adams from Ginger Senior Secondary School and Ginger SS Cricket Club will be now opening up the bowling for the team. He has been bowling some raw pace for his side, and he will be hoping that he can help his team to pick up victory, because there is a semi-final place on the cards. So you don't want to blink at this time. Conrad will be facing the first ball. Luwamba Conrad not stepping anywhere close to the ball. He tries to throw his bat at it, but in the end it only results into a dotty ball. Great start, dream start for the Sen Warriors. They know they are not defending many runs, so they don't want to give out so many. And when you look at this tournament in terms of statistics, Robert Owil is the leading runs scorer from Chitamba Sunrisers, 575 runs. That edge from Conrad will run to the boundary. There was no control while playing that shot. The ball was angling into him. He went to swing, just managed any edge, but in the end he breaks the shackles, bringing up a boundary. The fielder standing a bit straighter, and in the end Conrad were managing to capitalize on that chance as he sends that one to the boundary. We're still talking about the leading run scorer for the tournament, Robert Owili. He has 575 runs, including 3 centuries and 3 half centuries at a stroke rate of 118. All these coming in 10 innings. Ali Walidawa, the second on the table from Kachanga Giants, he has 212 runs from 10 innings, where he has a highest score of 50. Peter Ochen is the third from Sen Warriors, 187 runs. Highest score 62. And Loikin Bamturaki is fourth on the log with 170 runs. That one inside out. Work to do for the fielder, and only a single is taken. And in the wickets column, 2 players from Katosi Strikers are leading that chart. Tom Adupo, 9 innings, 16 wickets. Stephen Otieno, 9 innings, 16 wickets as well. Whereas the Kiyindi Blasters have Andrew Hajuguju, who has 15 wickets, the third on the table, an economy of 3.88. Straight to the fielder, and they do take the run, making sure that they score as quickly as possible. And on the table standings, the Katosi Strikers and the Chitamba Sunrisers are tied on points, 16. But the Katosi on top because of net run rate. These 2 teams, Katosi Strikers and Chitamba Sunrisers, have played 10 games, losing 2 and winning 8. The Sen Warriors are in 3rd place. They have played 10 points, lost 5 and won 5. They have 10 points. The Sen Warriors are in 4th place, semi-final place. They have 6 points. They have played 9 games, won 3 and lost 6. The Kiyindi Blasters on bottom of the table, they have played 9 points, 1-2, and lost 7. But if they do win here, they will be tied on points with the Sen Warriors, and whoever makes it the Sofen will be decided on net run rate. One more ball for Adamu Zaifa to bowl in this first over. Good use of the wrist by Conrad Ruama out of the block hole, and it will be a single to mark at the end of the first over. 9 off the first over. Jackson Asuku coming to bowl the second over of this game. Kiyindi Wamturaki Ian is on 1 of 5 and Conrad Ruama is on 5 of 5. They're chasing down a target of 110. What a delivery they are coming in from Jackson Asuku. A pace of delivery, and it is left alone. It just floats through. He goes down to sweep but misses. There is a run out chance on the bowler's end, but the throw they are coming in from Amiri Ochaya, not going close to the stumps. In the end, Loikin makes his ground. Shimmy down the track and he swings hard, breaks the shackles again. That one goes all the way for a maximum. What a shot coming in from Conrad Ruama. Full access and full purchase. He knows they will have to chase and chase in quick time to pick up victory. Power, it was right in the slot, and he manages to hit it all the way out of here, break the shackles and bring up a maximum. He knows a lot of responsibility in terms of batting will be resting on him, Conrad Ruama. That's why he knows it's time for him to step up on the gears as early as possible. The ball coming in a bit full from Jackson Asuku and right in the slot for Conrad Ruama. Hits it over the head of long on, and it goes all the way for a maximum. The bowler now already under pressure with the 3 more deliveries in this over, but that pace of delivery outside off stump, just close to that 4th stump, has been a very challenging ball. It's another dot ball in this over. 2 more balls to play in the first over for Jackson Asuku. Jackson Asuku exposing his stumps, and cunningly Jackson I beg your pardon, it's Conrad Ruama who exposed his stumps, and cunningly Jackson Asuku going full and outside off, but he just manages a dot ball. After that wide ball coming in from Aseku Jackson, he will have to bowl it again. 2 more deliveries to complete the over. Twelve of 9 for Conrad Luwama in the game already. Plays that one inside out. Does it go all the way? Yes, it goes all the way. Hit very nicely by Luwama Conrad, and it goes same area. Shuffling Ali and Jackson Ask trying to angle the ball back. Luwama Conrad very good on the pads. He swings hard, and that goes all the way to the bunkers for another maximum in the over. 1 more ball to complete the over. Luwama goes hard again. There is a waiting fielder. Modola Edgar gets hold onto the catch, and the man who has been coming all guns blazing, Conrad Luwama, will have to depart. It was a pace of delivery coming in from Jackson Aseku. Conrad Luwama swinging hard but not managing to get it over the head of mid-off. Eddie Gamdola with the catch, and the Blasters lose their first wicket. Batter in coming in to replace Conrad Luwama is Paul Emetu, the man who debuted yesterday for the Chennai Cricket Club but didn't manage to score any runs for the team yesterday. Now makes his way to the crease. Express pace coming in from Adamu Uzaifa, and it will be wides. There is a run-out chance. But this batter's running very quick between the wickets, Loikin and Paul Emetu. And from Namibia, where the Licholi Eagles are taking on Uganda in a 50 overs game, Namibia won the toss and opted to bat first. And they currently have 113 for 1 after 27 overs. Adam Uzaifa still hitting the good areas. Cramping game for Rome. Loikin didn't have any idea on where that ball had gone. A bit of an inside edge. But they managed to scamper for a single. Current run rate 10, required 4. $84 runs needed in 105 balls. Extras. We saw 42 in the first innings, and looks like the Sen Warriors are paying back generosity. Uzaifa coming round the wickets. Just getting the ball angle across the batters. But beautifully guided. Down to third man for more runs. He will need to make sure that he bowls the good area, stump to stump line, to make sure that he doesn't give away so many runs. 2 off 2 for Loikin Bamturaki and 2 off 3 for Paul Emetu. The current run rate is 10 and required is 4. Goes down to Paul, but just manages the leading edge. Loikin Bamturaki losing his anger and trying to make sure that he accesses the onside, because he knows his team will need to chase in quick time for them to stand a chance of making it to the semi-finals. He is the captain for the day, so he knows he will need to make sure that he bats as hard as possible to pick up something from this game. That ball rolling on and hitting his lower belly. He will get some medical attention, Loikin. There will be an interesting clash, a semi-final happening later in the afternoon between the Gadose strikers. And whoever wins here, the Sen Warriors are already in the frame. But for the Kiyindi Blasters to stand a chance of making it to that semi-final, they will need to win and win well, because they don't have a very good net run rate. 30 for 1 after 2.5 overs. not a very bad start for the Kiyindi Blasters. They have lost a wicket, but they will need to make sure that they take care of the wicket column and also make sure that they continue scoring the runs. One more ball to play in this over by Adam Uzaifa. He's been a bit expensive. He's going for 17 runs in 1.5 overs. He should be focusing on bowling the good areas to try and make sure that he doesn't give anything away to the batting team. More 80 runs will be required from 103 balls. After that medical break, we are back for play. The ball swinging away, and it's wide, coming in from Paul Emetu. I beg your pardon, coming in from Adam Uzaifa bowling to Paul Emetu. One more in this over. And it's a dot ball. Amiri Ochaya there with some cut reflexes, cutting that one off. He's made his debut in this tournament today, but he knows what is at stake. A win. A win for the Sen Warriors takes them into the semi-final game, which will be played later on today as they take on the Katosi Strikers. But as we come to the end of the third over, 31-1 is the score. Asiku Jackson coming back to bowl his second over. His first over went for 13 runs, but he managed to get rid of Conrad Rama, who was firing from both fronts. And now he comes and just bowls that good line and length. He's not given any room to Loy Keane. He's not given him arms. He's just bowling that stump to stump line. Loy Keane swinging across the line. The ball kept on drifting away from him. If he had opened up his blade and maybe tried that cut shot, he could have purchased something out of that delivery, because when you look at the offside of the field, all the fielders are standing inside the circle. Another edge. There has not been too much control in the shots played by Ian Bamturaki. He's been edging many of them. He needs to make sure that he gets close to the ball and he drives through full face of the bat. A lot of work has to be done. 78 in 99. Emetu Paul shuffling across the stumps a bit early. Emetu Jackson Asiku Obis. Last year, these two, Jackson Asiku and Paul Emetu, were both in that team that played in the finals for St. John's High School Kauga of the Boys Nationals here in Uganda. Paul Emetu now with Channai Cricket Club, and Asiku now with Centurions Cricket Club. Both of them were on the winning side of results in the weekend matches with their respective domestic clubs here in Uganda. Centurions managed to beat Tornado Cricket Club, whereas Chennai overcame Africa Cricket Club yesterday. Cut powerfully through that cover area, and it goes all the way to the boundary, cramping him for room. And Paul Emetu manages to force it through. That covers. He didn't even need to move his feet. Just forcing it into the gap, and it races all the way to the boundary. And it's more runs. Final ball of the over. Jackson Asuku going pace off on that final ball of the over, and at the end of the fourth over, 39 for 1 is the score. More 71 runs are needed from 96 balls for victory. Adamu Zeifa will be coming into ball the 5th over of the game. 6 of 7 for Paul Emetu and 4 of 6 for Loikin Bamturaki. Inside out shot. Work to do by the fielder. Mudola with a fine stop, cutting that one off from running away and saving his team vital runs. Just a single onto the total. Adamu Zeifa bowling right arm around the wickets for Paul Emetu. Emetu, another seamer in the team, taking a taste of his own medicine. He tries to cut, but doesn't make any contact, and it's a dot ball coming in from Adamu Zeifa. He's been bowling that cross angle, the ball angling away from the batter. You need to make sure that you open up your blade, and you must be having that sweet timing because it's express pace. So the time you get it onto the bat, you pick up some runs. And when you look at the field setup, there is a man at third man right, but the man standing so straight. So if you play it wide and late, you can easily get it into the gap towards his right. Full yokeling coming in from Adamu Zeifa. Not so quick movement from Emetu, and it's a dot ball stuck in his crease. And he doesn't manage to work that one away. Current run rate 8.9 and required just 4.5. 70 more runs needed in 93 balls for victory. That one brushing to the pads, and the appeal going in fine, showing some interest, and the umpire says that's not out. Not sure what the appeal was, whether it was an LBW, because that was to the pads, but straying down the leg. No bat involved in that one. And the call from the umpire, not out, but they look at the glove work there from that man, Amiri Bochaya, making good anticipation to the ball and making sure that he chips in that fine stop. It's a dot ball in the end. 2 more to play in this over. Another appeal. Adamu Zeifa making sure that he puts the edge of the bats into play. He's been bowling leg and off, and he's just kept dotting for the team. One more ball in this over, but this is a much better over coming in from Adamu Zeifa. His first three overs went for 18 runs, but his third has only gone for 1 run so far. Last ball of this over. Leading edge should run away. There is a vacant area, but a slow outfield, and they only come back for 2. The double brings the end to the over. 3 in this over, and at the end of the 5th, 42 for 1 is the score. .68 runs needed in 90 balls, and this is the final over to complete the power play of this game. A clash happening between the Kiyindi Blasters and the Ssenyi Warriors. The Blasters won the toss and opted to bowl first and managed to bowl out to the Ssenyi Warriors for just 110 runs. But now almost 8 runs are needed in 90 balls. And there is a bowling change taken by the Ssenyi Warriors. Austin Mujuni will be the bowling change, coming in to replace Jackson Aseku. Mujuni, another player who made his debut right here for the Chennai Cricket Club yesterday alongside Paul Emetu, will be now the man to do some bowling. A shot of control, just playing it on the back foot and guiding it towards that gap. And they do take the run. Bamturaki Roy Keane sticking in and making sure that he sees his team cross the line. A quick fire from Conrad Ruama saw him get out early. Full Yorker length, but not so much power to drive the ball. No transfer of weight forward by Paul Emetu. He just manages to dab it down. He doesn't get it into the gap. But it's a good line and length coming in from Mujuni. Wide down in the leg and more runs. Exchange of generosity. Sen Warriors paying back the generosity. Much better. Sticking on the stump to stump line. And Mujuni comes back with another dot ball. No room for him. Paul Emetu and another dot ball. Just playing it into the surface, Austin. Two more balls in this over. There was an appeal of LBW and the finger goes up. Beaten by pace as he goes to drive. Not managing to play that one back, and in the end it results into a wicket. Second wicket for the team. He shuffled the alley across the stumps with that ball nipping back. Clearly he didn't play the ball. The umpire says it could have gone and rolled onto the stumps. Trapped LBW, Paul Emetu, and the Kiyindi Blasters lose their second wicket. 44 for 2 after 5.5. One more ball to play in the power play and 66 more needed in 85 balls. Vigirio Odeke is the new batter making his way to the crease. Vigirio Odeke, new man in, player for Africa Cricket Club. Final ball of the power play. Up in the air, right away. Amiri Ochaya takes the catch. And it's another wicket. He comes and he goes. Vigirio departing without troubling the scorers. The ball was bowled right into the surface. He tried to go for that pull shot, but just managed on the edge. In the end, the catch is taken. And the third one goes for the Kiyindi Blasters. And as we come to the end of the power play, 44 for 3 after 6 overs, and most 66 runs are needed in 84 balls by the Kiyindi Blasters to pick up victory. Yahaya Makomeri is the new batter in for the Kiyindi Blasters. Another bowling change They are taken by the Sen Warriors, and it is Wahid Ahmed coming to ball. Well guided into that gap. Hesitation between the batters, and they only take one run. Missing his line again, Abdul Wahid Ahmed. A single off the very first ball, 2 dot balls, but again he comes back and misses his line. More wides and still work to do. Dot ball to mark the end of the over. 4 runs from Wahidi's first over. And at the end of the 7th, scoreboard reads 48 for 3. Up in the air. There was a fielder but doesn't get hold onto the catch. A half chance falling in the air. And it's another run. Plays that one. Fielders running round it. And in the end, Veiga gets hold onto the catch. Roy Kiyindi wa Mturaki falls 7 of 12 as he goes. Played a nothing shot. Losing his anger and trying to go hard. But in the end, just manages elevation. Roy Kiyindi. Twaha Veiga getting hold onto that chance. And the Kiyindi Blasters lose their 4th wicket. 50 for 4 after 7.2 overs. New batter in, Hajuguju Andrew yet to find his hitting range. He's swinging hard but nowhere in the frame. And as we come to the end of the over, 52 for 4 is the score. Plays it up in the air, but there is a waiting fielder. Julius Wojji squanders the opportunity. And another chance has been put down for the Katosi, I beg your pardon, for the Ssenyi Warriors. Yahaya Makomeri getting a second life. Abdul Wahid gave away 4 runs in his first over, and now he comes back for his second. 54 for 4 after 8.1. More 56 needed in 71. Good fielding there from Wojji. He chips in the dive but doesn't get hold onto the ball on the first attempt, and they snake through for the second run. Andrew had just been trying to drive but not getting close to the ball. Wicket time. Abdul Ahmed gets one nipping back, and it rolls on to dismantle the leg stump. Hajuguju Andrew going for a bombing drive but nowhere in the frame. The ball swinging across and dismantling the furniture. Look at that one there, nipping back. And Ashraf could have gone with a straighter, but deliver there from another angle. Ayman target, bull's eye, and Ahmed gets the 50th wicket for the Ssenyi Warriors. 56 for 5 after 8.5. Solomon Duamachigozi is the new batter in. One more ball to play in this over by Wahid Ahmed. 54 runs in 67 balls. The game swinging both ways. It's a game that can be won by any team here on. Final ball of this over. Well guided there by Solomon Duamachigozi, but it's just a dirty ball. End of the over. 56 for 5 after 9 is the score, and more 54 runs will be needed from 66 balls. Austin Mujuni coming back to bowl the 10th over of this game. 9 of 9 for Solomon Duamachigozi and 3 of 5 for Yahaya Makomedi. More 50 funded in 66. They wanted to Salupte to bowl fast, but now the plan not working as per their favor. Inside out shot, that is a hit all the way. It may not roll to the boundary, but they'll manage to run and pick up 2 runs right in the arc, and Yahaya Makomedi hitting it. Good slow bouncer there coming in from Austin Mujuni. Good thinking, just extract. Just bouncing it towards the bottom side and not giving him any room. And it's another dot ball. Good work there. Austin Mujin realized that Yahaya Makomeri loves width and the full balls, so he's not giving him any room, he's just bowling them to bounce towards the borderline. Gets it off the hip, but not into the gap. More dot balls coming in from Austin. Final ball of the over. Well dispatched through the gap. They are running and they'll be picking up 2 runs. Good running, Solomon Ruama and Yahaya Makomeri bring up the double. End of the over, and at the halfway mark, 60-for-5 is the score. Current 106. Required 5. The gap between the number of runs and the ball is starting to close in. Wahid Abdul coming back to bowl his third over. His 2 overs have so far gone for just 8 runs. He goes up. There is a waiting wicket keeper. Catch is taken and Solomon will depart without troubling the scorers. Just an edge from his bat. He wanted to go big. He just manages a feather and in the end he departs. The ball was angling away from him across. He wanted to play it to the inside but just manages that outside edge. The 50th wicket goes for the Sunrisers. I beg your pardon, for the Kiyindi Blasters. None of 3 for Solomon Duwama. 60 for 6 after 10.2 overs. Luja Ashraf is the new batter in, replacing Solomon Lugwamachugozi. Luja Ashraf not moving his feet close to the ball, just throwing his bat. A hanging blade, but it's a dot ball. Good areas being bowled by Wahid Ahmed. He just gets the ball swing away from the batter. That cross angle. He goes full, trying to make sure that he rolls one through to the wickets of Ashraf Luja. Ashraf go to the challenge and another dot ball. Two more in this over. Wicket time. That rolling on to the leg stump. Ashraf Luja swinging across the line on a straight ball. And Wahid Ahmed strikes. A straight ball which didn't angle in so much. And Luja going across the line. In the end, the ball rolls onto the furniture, and what a nice looking over there from Wahid Ahmed. Dot wicket with the ball to play in this over. Waga Afa is the new batter in, final ball of the over. And that marks the end of the 11th over. 60 for 7 is the score. and more 50 runs are needed in 54 balls. Jackson Asuku coming back to bowl his third over. Replacing Austin Bujuni. They've gone for only seamers. A leading edge falls short. A run out chance not taken. Comedy of errors as the Kiyindi Blasters survive losing another wicket. There's an appeal, but here that ball coming from the pad and it's a dot ball. There was another appeal and the umpire raises up the finger. Arthur Muwaga departing without troubling the scorers. That ball there coming in from Jackson Asuku. The batter judges that it would have gone on and hit the wickets, and he is trapped. LBW. Another wicket goes. 61 for 8 is now the score. Mavili Isabidi is the new batter in. That is a very huge wide coming in from Jackson Asuku. Going way down in the leg, no one could save that one. 5 more added onto the total, reducing the deficit to 44. 49. I'm sure I think it was for Jackson Asuku, but that is a very huge one. I mean, Ocha are trying to put it the dive, but in the end, that one running all the way to the boundary. Another wide and more runs. Final ball of the over. There was a run out chance, but fumbled away. And that marks the end of the over. 12 gone and 68 for 8 is the score. Edged up in the air, and the wicket keeper with another catch. Yahaya Makomeli landing into the trap. And that is the 9th wicket going for the Kiyindi Blasters. One more wicket for victory. Final batter making his way to the crease. It's the wicket for the Sen Warriors to pick up and make sure that they seal this victory. 42 more runs needed in 48 balls. Derek Okecho bringing in his spinning webs. The bowling change coming in. All fielders inside the 30 yards. One more wicket for the Sen Warriors to pick up and seal a spot in the semi-final. He goes across the line and the umpire raises up the finger. It's game, set and match. The Kiyindi Blasters picking up a comprehensive victory. Marvin Isabiri finally falling, coming off his gloves, and in the end the catch is taken by Jackson Asiku. The Sen Warriors winning by 41 runs, and they have booked a place in the semi-final. They will be returning in the action a few minutes from now as they take on the Katosi Strikers. Make sure that you don't go anywhere. This game, the match summary for the second innings, Conrad Rama 18 of 11 was the only player who put a difference. 24 extras given away by the Ssenyi Warriors compared to the 42 which was given away in the first innings. It has been a day of exchanging generosity. And the batting card, 3 wickets apiece for Jackson Asiku, Austin Mujuni and Wahid Ahmed, whereas Derek Okecho picked up just 1 wicket off the only ball that he bowled. That's the match summary there for you. I'll leave you with the highlights as I bring to you the post-match presentation shortly. My name is Evan Cyprian Sajabi. Game, a 41 runs victory for the Sen Warriors. But let me invite the captain for the Kiyindi Blasters telling me what might have gone wrong for his side. Hard luck, Loikin. What might have costed you a semi-final spot during this game?
Yeah, basically we did well on the bowling side. We controlled the pitch. Our set was below 120 for them. We did well, really well on the bowling side, but unlike the batting side. So hard luck to our team and well done to the opposite team.
Thank you so much and go well.
Thank you.
And let me invite the captain for the Ssenyi Warriors, Jackson Asiku. Jackson, what might have gone as per the plan during this game?
Yeah, like I said earlier in the morning toss, I wanted to bat first, but never went smoothly the way I wanted, even though we scored like 110 runs. But maybe we managed to come back and defend them very well.
What is the plan going into the semi-final against the Katosi Strikers who are on top of the table?
Yeah, nothing much I'm going to change in my team. Just want to keep on, just go and reflect on the mistake which we did to come back strong in the next game.
Congratulations and enjoy the semi-final. And now coming to the player of match, who was the most economical this afternoon, picked up 3 wickets, Wahid Ahmed, and to give out the award is the chairman from Mukono Cricket Community, Simon Chintu. Wahid, first stick around. Congratulations upon the award. You've been away from the tournament. What have you done right as soon as you came back?
When I came back to this tournament, I was sticking to bowling to stumps. When I was away, I was trying to work on my line. I was working on how I can swing the ball. As I'm bowling, I bowl and outswing. I was trying to stick in the mid of the wickets so that I can pick the wickets.
All the best and enjoy the play of match.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the post-match presentation, but this afternoon we have the first semi-final happening between the Katosi Strikers and the Sen Warriors. Keep it Deep End Sports Media. They are going to